I've been an E30 fan for many years, and I've always had this wild desire to get an E30 and turn it into my interpretation of the ultimate E30 with a few modifications that just make it that bit better. So what I really love about E30s is obviously the old school vibes with the styling, but of course the analog driving feel that they have, but they're not so old school that they're a pain to live with. So what I'm hoping to build really is a car that maintains that analog feel but has a bit more bite, maybe something I can use for fast road in summer and the occasional casual track day. So my interpretation of the ultimate E30 that's not an M3 is a two-door coupe, probably with the M-Tech 2 body kit because I really like the way that looks. The colour I'm not sure about. If you have any suggestions for that, leave it down in the comments. M52 B28 engine from the E36. It's a good engine, naturally aspirated, 2.8 litre, and it's just a bit zingy in the M20, but also nice and reliable and also cheap because I'm a tight Yorkshireman. It goes without saying, a manual gearbox with a limited slip diff is what I'd be looking for as well, so it's a bit more fun. Uprated suspension and brakes. It's always good to have a bit more stopping power, especially if you're adding a little bit more power. I want to avoid that boat-like handling that E30s can sometimes have, so I want to stiffen it all up with a suspension setup. Other than that, a simple black leather interior in reasonable condition would finish it off just right for me, I think. So I spent a while searching the classifieds for the right base car for the project. I was looking for something that was an undesirable model, because I don't want to be spoiling any future classics, especially if I'm modifying the heck out of it. Also something that doesn't have too much rust. It's a good solid shell, not too much accident damage. I know rust can really kill these things in particular. And hopefully something with an MOT and not too far from home, so I could get it back fairly easily without taking too many punts, buying sight unseen or anything like that. What I managed to pick up. It's a 316i, 103,000 miles on the clock. It's a 1990 model. Seems like a good solid fundamental shell. A few bits of rust here and there, but nothing major. It's had a small prang on the front wing, again nothing major, but a really good basis for the project. It was quite far away from home, 200 miles, but as it had an MOT, I decided to head down and see if I could buy it and drive it home. And it managed to get all the way home, having not been serviced in God knows how long and on an 18-year-old cam belt, so I was quite chuffed that it made it back in one piece. So other than the car, I've also managed to pick up this M52 engine. I actually picked it up from Adam of the Downshift channel, which is well worth looking up on YouTube. He was going to use it in his E30 project, but he's had a bit of a change of heart. Not sure how many miles is actually on this engine. I mean, it looks good from the outside. Definitely going to give it a thorough inspection before I go throwing it into the E30. Adam had never had this engine running himself, but he bought it from a guy that had previously had it in an E30 swap. So it's got the correct E34 sump on the bottom of it, which is necessary for the swap to fit with the E30 subframe. I'll do another more detailed video about this engine, and we'll make some decisions on whether we're rebuilding it or just refreshing it at that time once we've given it a better, more thorough inspection. So I've actually had this car for more than a year now. I've given it a damn good clean, I've given it a really good thorough service, and I've also changed the cam belt, which is actually in another video. Other than that, I've just been driving it around a bit, and family have been driving it around a bit for a bit of fun as well, which has been amusing. And it's actually never let anyone down yet, so it's a good car. It's actually just had another MOT, and all it needed was a pair of rear springs and also some gun gum to fill up the leaky exhaust pipe that it's got. What I have been doing over the last year is collecting a large number of parts ready to actually start the project. However, I haven't actually done anything to make the project move forward. So I'm putting it on YouTube now, so I'm accountable. I've actually spent 3 times the cost of this car on parts, so we're in a position now where I need to get on with it and stop procrastinating. Okay, so what's the plan? One of the things I've been deliberating about most with this project is where to start. I'm pretty much going to be tearing the entire car down and rebuilding it either refreshed or modified, but I want to keep it as much of a going concern as possible. I don't want to be in a situation where I've got a fully stripped down project occupying this garage completely immovable that's going to prevent me from working on my other cars when I actually need to. I'm currently thinking I should save the engine swap part of the project till later down the line, because there's just too many unknowns with that at the moment. So I'm thinking the best place to start is probably going to be suspension, brakes, and maybe even bodywork. So I'm planning to share the entire build with you on this YouTube channel in a video series, including some of the how-tos for various parts, because I know some parts of it are quite fiddly and require quite a bit of research, so it could be quite helpful for people. So make sure you subscribe, and thanks for watching.